Let's fix the boundary real quick. Create. Alright, let's confirm. Let's bring live chat up, close this window so that way I can at least periodically check in. Alright, and we'll start out with an intro. What's up, guys? Shannon's Bounty here, bringing you Mother Gunship VR. This game, during the MetaQuest sale, was only $10. I think it's back up to $14.99 if I remember right. So, I figured this would be a perfect opportunity to give like a tips and tricks. It is a roguelike shooter where the mechanic that really showcases it is that you build your weapon as you go through. So you get gun parts, you get attachments, you get different barrels, you get little boosts that either improve the chain or tracking or magnetic or whatnot. There is multiplayer on it, but from what I've seen, there's not much of a play community so far. So I figured I'd show off a little bit of tips and tricks. Start gunslinging as fast as you can. So we're going to go ahead and play solo. Now, you start off just with the main mode originally. I've been grinding at this game pretty quickly. You get additional perks over here. I personally just use the gunsmith, which gives my forge upgrades an extra charge. So when you get an upgrade deal, you can upgrade it twice, in other words. Let's just go to a main mode, and I can walk it through there. Now, as you see, you start off with one connector and one barrel. So you get to pick that, hold A, and just select. That works. Alright, so I've got the shrapnel cannon, which is basically a shotgun. It's great later on, but as for right away, it's probably a huge disadvantage because you got a lot of far targets. So if anything, just go with the basic blaster. So as you see, it shows you where you can connect it. And now you start exploring through the doors. Alright, wave by wave. We're gonna Mega Man X this thing. Oh! And then you just have a slight dodge, which is literally just strafing left and right. There is smooth locomotion with it, but it's incredibly slow. So, honestly, it's more of a disadvantage. Alright. Now, there are canisters here, which give your barrels whatever. It attaches to one barrel. So, it doesn't matter where you put it, it'll seek out one barrel, depending on what type of weapon it can be. So, we got the lava canister, which gives you more all-around damage, plus piercing. But these are temporary. As you use them, they empty out. And you have to wait. You either have conditions that refill it, like on an enemy crit, it'll automatically refill, but a 3% chance. Or, you'll get hit and it'll refill. It'll describe it in the bottom on that. I always recommend, like in the beginning, more barrels, the better. So, if there's no barrels, I would recommend another connector, because the connectors can actually give upgrades and little boosts. So when you upgrade them, that empty slot area will say like it gives 10% to damage or 5% to projectile speed. These red boxed areas are challenge levels. So higher risk, higher reward on them. Oh, right. I always go for mainly gun parts in the beginning. The more barrels you got, the more damage you do at once. And can wipe out these units very quickly. Which in turn means you have to dodge less. Those explosive ones eliminate any bullets coming towards you. Very handy. You also get shields, which all your data is on your wrist, as you can see right here. There's another shield. I would recommend probably wait until the end to collect those shields. I didn't follow my own advice on that. But that way, and you can rearrange your gun anytime. You can have a side shooter, you know, taking out those enemies that are coming at you on the side. I'm putting that one upside down because this is a precision weapon, the railgun. Now, I believe this one, no, it has piercing, but if you get like one of those canisters that give chain, it's really good. The Rapid Blaster, lower damage but higher rate of fire. And then 50, oh, okay. So enemies killed by a blast wave drop money. There is a shop in this, and that makes it where you can kind of customize. Alright, so this increases my max health for a challenge level. Let's go ahead and do that. It's a luck of the draw of what you get, but starting out, I would recommend anything with magnet or chain really helps out. Pierce is great when you're piercing through shields, but other than that, there's really no benefit to it. Oh, also, you got close encounter enemies, you can punch. And there is also, like, one of the attachments that you get coins for punching an enemy. There we go, let's get those extra coins there. So we'll increase my max health. Alright. I would recommend, if you don't get extra gun parts, go for upgrades. These purple crystals, you get these from killing enemies anyways. And those are what you use to upgrade and unlock other barrels. I really don't find any use of selecting that door, because the enemies you kill drop those purple crystals anyways. I'd rather be fully armed to the teeth. As you see with that railgun, it's pretty much a one-shot kill on most enemies. And then that was something that refills your canisters, if you have any. Alright. So, three-way socket. The more sockets, the better. More customization. Yeah, none of those slots really have any bonuses, but now I can kind of tighten my hold. I've got decent shields, so let's go to an upgrade. Problem with having a railgun is that you kind of want to take your time and aim. Hitting directly. Let's wait for more enemies to come. Come on. That'll be a lot of coins if I can get it. Yep. Boom. There we go. Nice amount of coins. Alright. Now, these forge upgrades, you do not have to use them right away. You can hold on to them and create your gun the way you want it to. And then start upgrading all your barrels, all your weapons here. So as you see right here, if I upgrade this, I'll give plus 10 damage to all the guns that are connected to this connector. That'll get more speed. Base critical. Piercing. Base speed. Now, a lot of caps that like cut off the little upgrades like these don't have an upgrade available. I can hold off, and we'll just go ahead and get some more money. When you get to those shops, you definitely want to make sure you're stocked up. I would say around 14 to 18 coins is enough to make it where you can get almost everything in the shop. Some items will be discounted like that. Ammo reserve cap, okay. And then another connector, the ghost tab. This is beautiful. Gives you full customization. You can attach it, and then you detach it, and then reattach it. It changes the doors. So we're definitely getting that. Little Pac-Man door. Oh, now you'll see, since I took it off, yeah, you'll hear that like weird noise, and that means the effect will take. But I think we're close to the boss, so it's not going to change the door on that. I don't have any canisters yet. So durability of all shields, nah. Let's go with the pizza thrower. This weapon has a bounce effect, which later on I can find a canister that increases that. But not too bad. I don't need too much more of a connection. Makes all your hits critical with that bubble. And I will be checking on the messages real quick, see if anybody's popped in. Nope, no one in chat yet. Alright. Not a problem. I will be editing this later, so no big deal. Alright, let's go ahead and get a connector box. Why not? Alright, it's a boss, so it's not gonna change on that. Alright, off to the boss. First boss here. Relatively easy. Now the best thing about like dodging this, you only need to worry about your point of vision. So if you can stick your head through the center and avoid it all, that's all you need to worry about. You don't need to really move your body much. Just your head is the only thing that'll get hit. It's great for those tight spots, or if you don't want to move much. Alright, these keys, and better yet, it's a skeleton key. Yes, I will take that, thank you. Keys are very important. Not only do they unlock the specialty doors, like you have mystery rooms, you also have treasuries, which have a whole bunch of free upgrades and free parts and whatnot. But at the very end, there is a bonus boss. So after you complete the main boss, there'll be two ways. If you still have a key by the end of the round, you'll be able to unlock that. I would not recommend doing that right away. unlock a lot of barrels and get used to what you have as far as weaponry. Which, with this, I have no need. Now, normal keys, they get used up after use. This is the skeleton key. It's a specialty item that never gets used up. Plus, it increases your luck. But I don't want purple crystals either. So, that's more like it. And as you see, the upgrades that I got a while back are still there. So what I'm going to do is start upgrading. Now, the blaster is probably my lowest rank. But I'm probably going to actually sell that because most of these weapons that I have are going to be steady shots. So let's go ahead and just upgrade those two. Now, personally, what I think the best perks are is chain and magnet. Piercing's okay. It's great for these shields. But other than that, not really worth it. Alright, and there you go. There's a locked drawer. It's a treasury. Thank God for the skeleton key. Alright, nice. More purple stuff. Restore 3 health. Why not? Alright, the snowblower. Which is a very interesting style of a gun. Because it connects sideways in order to shoot forward. So let's go ahead and put that on my offhand. Alright, and then forge upgrades. Why not? Oh, right. To sell items, just literally throw them into there. Get the gold back. Why not? Oh, you know what? With the way that's kind of angled. Oh. No. Honestly, that was better. Alright, I don't need healing, so let's change that. Okay, so I'm stuck with the purple shit. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I don't even like this one. We're gonna just sell that. I'd rather have an overpowered railgun. And a weapon that pretty much can bounce everywhere. Whoa. Ooh. That was close. But still, not even touched. Alrighty. I think my gun is pretty decent right now. Those are random rooms. They usually give you a good amount of items. But I think I'm pretty decent right now. Do I really want upgrades right now? I don't know. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the random. I'm indecisive, so... Alrighty. Now you gotta be careful with these guys because they do drop things that bring your luck down. And luck will determine like what's in shops. Okay, this is a higher grade of the cheese wheel. 100% chance. So no matter what, they will drop. So then I don't really need this, do I? You know what? We can sell it at the next shop, so let's go ahead and do that. And in fact, we're heading to a shop now. Yeah, anything you don't need, definitely have it, hold on to it so you can sell it at the next shop. Now this will increase damage to all my projectiles. Now, when attaching caps like this, when they apply to weapons, or it's like stats to weapons, like gives chain or magnet or anything like that, it has to be on the hand that all your guns are on. You can't just have your perks on here and have them effect over here. So make sure if you're just building like a sidearm thing, these are all perks that affect the environment if you're using an offhand. So like this, I don't need to have, it's not applying effect to a gun. It's to the room, to the area. The key, I don't need that on a gun. It's not going to do anything for it, but it is going to give me more luck. Technically, I don't even need this on a gun because it affects the environment. So I have room to put that there, which opens us up a spot for like a canister or, hell, an extra... yeah, let's go with this one. An extra part to connect guns to. And these... I usually go this one for, like, my caps. Because it just seems to have that nice feel, that hexagon. You can just have all your caps on your left hand. They'll collect. Alright. Let's see if we can get a different... Oh, that's a good one. Max health, but I don't know if it's going to destroy the shields. Probably. Because health can be repaired, shields cannot. It's pretty steady, but then again, this is just regular right now. Regular mode. Nothing special. Yeah, these guys are fun. The ones that shoot the laser. As soon as you hear it, just move to the left or the right. Because it fires in a straight line. Or it's going to follow a straight path. It'll be diagonal, but it's a straight path either way. Alrighty. You know, with this, I'd rather have it here because that's more close to my hand, and I should be a lot more accurate with it. Alright. Next boss. So there's 3 bosses, or yeah, 3 bosses in total. At least for just the main game, if you don't have a key. This one's fun. With him, just move your head around. Just only worry about the one that's heading straight at you. Don't worry about the others. They have no chance of hitting you. Lasers the same way as the other guys. Just as soon as you see it fire, move over. These explosive guys, they do have an area AoE effect when they detonate, so they do hurt the others. So if you got a large group, Oof. Yeah, the bullets that he fires while walking by, watch out for them, because make sure you're following him on his full path, because you'll think you'll be done and he'll let loose another barrage. Or just do that. And don't worry about where to hit them, because everything's a hit spot. There's really nothing vital. What's going to be vital is the crit that your gun does automatically. There's really no weak spot on them. Ow! Oh, son of a bitch. He comes by, you can actually just like keep repeating on the punches as he's going by. It does do damage. Oh, that was close! He should almost be dead here. Ow. Okay, yeah, I took a hit there. Alright. Not bad. He just now wore down my shields. Alrighty. And there you go. And in between every round, if you find that you don't like the configuration, you can detach and reconfigure the whole thing. You know, you could take it apart, you could sort everything out. What's this? Ooh, all shops and treasure rooms offer at least one legendary rank. Nice. And you see, that only affects the rooms, so I put it on this hand. Ah, speak of the devil. Alrighty. Ooh. It's a legendary blaster. Jeez. Okay, another power cap. Now, power caps do stack. The effects do stack as well. See, I'm getting the 10% power cap damage on there. And if you ever have a canister attached as well, you can always just hold A and hover over it, and it'll show you what canister the weapon is actually attached to. Well, since that's a legendary, we're going to take that. Since that's there, we're going to go ahead and do that. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I could do that. There we go. And restore 3 health. So now, yeah. Okay, so it's a double fire railgun. There we go. Yeah. And piercing definitely wears down those shields a lot faster. Now watch out for these things. They come in close and follow you, and you can only dodge them when they're like right in front of the base. And piercing works great for those melee guys with the shields. So I'm not going to say like piercing is completely useless. It has its advantages, just like anything else. There's always advantages and disadvantages. I just don't feel like it's direly necessary. Like, not as much as like magnet or chain would be. You can clear a room a lot faster with chain than you can with pierce. Especially if you find a cap that gives you mega chain, which chains to everything that's in your line of vision. Everything in range. Instead of just one or two enemies. Yeah, but that ghost thing that allows you to change the rooms is a godsend. Gives you that customization a little bit. You're more likely to end up with better parts. Alrighty, so there we go. Let's max that out. Let's see if okay. 2 times gun part. Let's do that. Starting to get a little slim here. Little word of caution, make sure your gun is not so big that you cannot see below you. That does really come into play. I have died multiple times from that. Where I think I'm doing great, I have like a nice collection of barrels. Everything is pretty much self-seeking, doing high damage. It's bouncing off of everyone. And one of these running guys just comes up on me. Didn't even see him because my gun is so wide, blocking my vision. Oh, a little stuffed up. Alrighty. Not acquired. Ah, melee silver axe. So in other words, I could swipe at that, and it will destroy a projectile. So we're gonna rearrange that. Want that definitely here. Ooh, grenade launcher. And my gun is lightweight, which lightweight means a gun with 2 or less barrels attached. I don't have that. Periscope connector. Yeah, that could work. Bring it there so that way now I have a projectile in the center. Oh, wait. There we go. Now it's still going to be angled, but it now condenses everything that I need. Oh, jeez. Of course, that's a legendary. The most useless piece. Not necessarily the most useless, just probably not really... Oh, yeah. Useless if it's there. What about this? Nope, still useless. It just aims, it shoots at such a weird angle. It really does. Let's try that. I mean, that can work, I guess. But because it's legendary, does not need to be upgraded anymore. Alright. Connector box, why not? It's 2 gold. Yeah. Good thing my hand's like blowing everything that way, so. Now, when enemies are frozen, they cannot fire, they cannot move. But the problem is, with like these turrets, if they've already fired, it's not going to stop it. So that's why I don't mind it being on there. It is a decent weapon, but there is also a cap that you can unlock that once you destroy an enemy, all enemies of that type get the frozen status. So, I mean, later on that will be attainable, but for right now, it's not too bad. Right now, big power, but good defense. So you can take a couple hits, you got decent weapons, you got weapons with a few abilities. And if you guys end up trying this game for yourself, I'd love to see your connections, your stats. Show off what you've built. Get creative with it. You know? I'm sure we've all played with Legos eventually. Or Connects. You know, who hasn't, right? These are fun. Thumbs up cap. Challenge rooms reward twice as much and become... Oh, they become 2 times rewards. They're more common and they're more difficult. Ice canister is legendary. I don't need that. I'd rather have the harder difficulties. Oh, which... That is the worst time to get it, at the very end. Oh my god. Alright. Mother boss. This is the mother gunship. You just basically gotta hit the sides of her. That is exactly why those things on her chin are what killed me when I had such a wide gun. Because I could not see those firing. Alright, these suckers are hard to dodge. But hopefully you can kill her before those fire.